All right. Okay. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for being here tonight. My name is Carl Davis, and I'm coming to you live from Hampshire in the UK right now. Very excited to be here tonight. Appreciate your time, and you could be anywhere else tonight, but take the time to be in here tonight. Is extremely appreciative. So, what I want to do tonight, we're going to be celebrating the launch of my business partner, Samantha, who's actually launching her business out there in St. Kitts. And, I'm very, very excited for this young lady here. Before I actually jump into this, I just want to hear a few words from her, just the reason why, this business is so important to her and, what she's basically looking for, out of this business. So I'm just going to hand it over for a minute or so just to Samantha so you can actually hear from her for yourself before we jump right into this. So Samantha, are you there? Can you hear me loud and clear?
Yes, I could hear you loud and clear.
All right, amazing. Yeah, just give us a few words as to what you saw in this business to what you actually want to expect from it, and why you actually got involved in this amazing opportunity.
Yes. Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. As Carla said before, my name is Samantha. And the reason I got started with this home-based travel business was the need for more time and financial freedom. My aim with this business is in the next couple of years, not to be working any job from any eight to four, but spending more time with family and making money at the same time.
Wonderful,
And
wonderful, wonderful. Appreciate that. And that's exactly what I mean. We got this business now, which is literally changing lives all around the world, not just here in the UK, the USA, but all over the Caribbean right now. And Samantha is extremely, excited for this opportunity. Once she actually saw it, she jumped straight in with 2 feet and hasn't looked back since. So, without further ado, as I said, my name is Carl Davis. A little bit about myself before I get started. I came from a broadcast engineering background, working in television engineering for several years. I was very fortunate to work with a company that helped me to travel the world as well, going all over the world to provide technical support and stuff like so for different TV companies and post-production houses all over the world. And that gave me a real taste for travel. Obviously, when you're actually doing working, it's not the same as actually traveling leisure. But from that point, I knew exactly that I wanted to travel the world and actually see more of the world. A few years ago, that same company let me go. And from that point, I decided to myself that I will never, ever again work for a company as an employee. So I became a contractor and have been a contractor now for the last several years, which basically helped me to become a very business-minded person after you start working for yourself. And just a couple of years ago, I actually got introduced to this amazing opportunity, and I have not looked back, just like Samantha. And it's been an absolutely amazing journey where now I can actually travel for my own opportunity, my own business, and now actually really reap the benefits of actually being a travel business owner. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you to PlanNet Marketing, the best place on the planet. Come on a journey with me. I want you to imagine what financial freedom might mean to you. To some people, this might be the chance to actually going to a restaurant and actually reading the menu the right way, which is literally from left to right rather than from right to left, to basically see what you can actually afford. Maybe going on holiday and actually not really looking at when you actually want to come back, but literally going somewhere and thinking, you know what, I'm just going to spend another few days at it because I like it so much. That freedom of not being able to actually be stricken by like a job or so. How about personal freedom? Whereas we were actually all growing up at some point, I'm sure we all had lovely hobbies that we used to do. And as you actually start your career, certain things have to be basically put on hold because you no longer had that personal time to really do the things that you like to do. But to me, ladies and gentlemen, this is the most important thing. Time freedom. You see, time is one of the most important assets we have, but it's the one thing that we just can't really get back once it's used. I mean, I like to have the ability to actually roll over in bed rather than having to roll out every morning. Imagine actually just waking up when you want to, when your body is finished sleeping. We all know how much money we have in the bank. What we don't know is how much time we have. So Here at PlanNet Marketing, we're going to show you and help you to design your ideal life. Where you're going to be able to discover how you can earn more, travel more, save more, and experience more without the need for another job. We're going to help you and show you how you can actually build a strong network and embrace and empower yourself and others with an unlimited income opportunity. You're going to be able to benefit from e-commerce, where you can actually work from anywhere, anytime, with no inventory or no quotas. And lastly, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to show you how you can become a travel professional, where you can actually now earn travel commissions and learn the secrets of the travel professional. And all this, as I say, without the need for a second job. So who are we? Well, we're PlanNet Marketing. The gentleman on your screen is Mr. Donald Bradley. He's the CEO, chairman, and the founder of this amazing company. He's a documented seven-figure income earner, for the last number of years. And he's basically the person behind this amazing 4-year-old company, where we've actually now got reps in over 20 different countries. We're talking about 52,000 agents all over the planet, working this amazing opportunity. Now, I love what Mr. Don Bradley says at the bottom there. We're committed to offering a financial opportunity that provides a now income and, more importantly, a sustained financial security. Now, doesn't that sound like a company that you definitely want to be part of? We're an online business provider. We're based out of Atlanta, Georgia. And when Mr. Don Bradley put this business together, he wanted the most highly qualified corporate leadership team. So one of the first phone calls he made was to the gentleman here by the name of Mr. Andy Coffin. He's our president and CFO. He's got decades of management, corporate operations, marketing, and sales experience, but also managed billion-dollar global businesses, which basically, he knows about managing a big business. So he's also got international experience, which is absolutely important, for everybody, because especially for companies who are actually working outside of the USA, like us out here in the actual in St. Kitts and also in the UK. The second phone call was to Miss Leanne Trekler. She's our Chief Operating Officer. She manages the PlanNet support team. We've got a dedicated support number we can actually dial to get some support for anything that we actually need in the field, and basically one of the best support teams I've ever had the pleasure of actually calling. So this is who we're partnered with. This is our product, ladies and gentlemen, in teletravel. And the gentleman on your screen is Mr. James Ferrara. He's the president and the co-founder of this amazing travel company, a leading innovator in travel for the last 25 years plus. You see, they're the originators of the home-based travel agents. You see, they basically showed people how they can actually now book travel through the comfort of their own home and actually get paid at the same time, literally get paid those commissions back. They've got the accreditation and the certification from the likes of Clear, ARC, and also BBB, recognized for their excellence in customer service. They're based out of Delray Beach, Florida. And we've got an exclusive partnership with PlanNet Marketing, where you see, PlanNet Marketing sells you the opportunity for you to be a travel agent, business owner. And in teletravel, well, they basically sell everything to do with travel and leisure. So, you cannot become an teletravel agent without going through a PlanNet Marketing rep. So what we're talking about here, we're talking about the fact that this teletravel is one of the industry recognized for so many different awards over the years. I mean, from the likes of Norwegian Cruise Line, they're the breakout agency for the last 2018. They're basically winning awards left, right, and center every single year, year on year. And just like, as I said, they're Clear members, and also they're also accredited for the Better Business Bureau, which is basically better than people like Expedia. I mean, I could go on forever talking about the awards that they win, but the industry basically tells you all you need to know about this amazing company. So, not too sure if you realize, but there's commissions built into every booking you make online right now. So if you actually go online right now, someone thinks that, travel agents are going to be marking up their commissions, but not at all. Everything online has got commissions built into them. So why shouldn't you be the one earning those commissions? We're talking about you enjoying the infinite possibilities of being a travel business owner, where you can be that person booking group cruises, family reunions, common interest groups, and much more. The wedding industry, hotels, destination weddings, anniversaries, group travel, You know, who do you know actually got, is part of a group team, church retreats, anything like so, you could be that person basically sorting it out for them. Just to the left there is a like example of what your site would actually look like when you actually go to your site. You know, so what do you have access to? Cruises, vacation packages, tours, car rentals, airline tickets, hotel room, resorts, travel insurance, you know, just to name a few. Literally anything in the travel and leisure industry, you now have access to book through your own travel business. So why travel and why now? Well, the travel industry is one of the biggest industries in the world right now, currently turning over £8 trillion annually. I mean, you know, projected to grow to $15 trillion in, did I say pounds? I'm sorry, $8 trillion, you know, in the last annually, and now projected to go to $15 trillion over the next 10 years. Ladies and gentlemen, it's great to be part of an industry which is still on the grow, you know, and not something that's now been like, you know, reached its peak or now starting to like take a dip. This business here is one of the most researched categories online right now. And currently between the hours of 9 to 5, and where are we supposed to be at 9 to 5? Most people at work, but they're still researching travel. They're still researching where they want to take that next holiday, that next cheeky weekend, or that next, like, you know, lovely cruise away from the work. The baby boomers are fueling the industries. You know, now they've actually got more time to reach that retirement age. They now want to start booking those trips and taking the time that they now have, and, like, you know, literally ticking off those bucket list destinations. And the millennials are literally fueling and, like, you know, right behind those baby boomers. They're literally spending $200 million annually. You know, Generation Z are right there, basically like booking holidays now like never before. Ladies and gentlemen, this is an absolutely amazing industry. And we're talking about you getting paid on what people are already doing. Almost everyone that you know is traveling or who wants to travel. So now Samantha has the ability to book those trips for those individuals. And the great thing is, she now gets paid between 70 to 80% of the commissions on anything which is booked for her site. We're talking about with travel partners. We're partnered with major vendors worldwide. No third-party intermediaries. You know, got the reserve inventory of group cruise blocks. What does that mean? Well, let's say that one of your friends wanted to, like, go on a cruise, and they basically, like, left it a little bit late. They didn't really know when they want to go or where they want to go, but eventually they try to book a cruise, but then find that the cruise was fully booked. Well, she could now go to, like, you know, Samantha, who's actually now part of IntelliTravel, who actually got reserve inventory and group cruise block, literally 2,000 cabins booked across the entire cruise line. And she can now actually go to Samantha, and because she's got those reserve group cruise blocks, Samantha can now phone up that cruise line and actually have that cabin booked for her guests, because, you know, of the relationship that IntelliTravel has with the clear industry. We've got the best in customer support and service. We've got agent training modules, all readily available for your site whenever you actually need them. So we're talking about you having your own personalized and email marketing program. I mean, you see, I wanted to be in business for myself, but I didn't know anything about building websites. I didn't really know anything about coding websites. The great thing is, with this opportunity, it's already done for you. IntelliTravel has already done the hard work for you. All you got to basically do is upload your picture, and your bids and your website is up and running. We've got business cards, sales tools, print advertising materials, and much more. Everything to make you look like the travel professional that you need to be. And as well as a customer management software. So you can actually email those great deals to your customers, you know, of whenever they need, you know, to know that you're still there to actually look after their every needs. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to show you how much you can actually earn, because I know that's what everyone's thinking, how much can I earn? Well, let's look at a few examples of some recent bookings that's actually happened. We're talking about, you know, a frequent business traveler who visits your site, you know, and book a 3-night stay monthly, booked through your portal. You could be earning $151.20 on that particular individual. Now, this would be a booking that individual could make automatically. He doesn't need you to be making it, but they can go to your site and book that every single month, and you're still getting paid the commissions on their bookings. Now, how about, you know, a 5-day golf trip, you know, to the Scottsdale in Arizona? Group of 4 individuals. This doesn't have to be golf. It could be like a boys' night out. It could be a girls' weekend, spa retreat, whatever it might be. But, book through your website, you could be in a $274.86. Don't forget the cents, for just booking this 5-day golf trip. Now, how about, a nice, lovely honeymoon? I mean, how many people know someone's actually getting married or looking to get married very soon? Well, all in for a 7-day honeymoon, all-inclusive resort in Cancun, complete with a butler service, where you can actually make that honeymoon, that special, memorable location, topping off their whole wedding, and still getting paid for just that, creating that memory. We're talking about $561 on just making that lovely honeymoon to somewhere like Mexico, where everything is friendly, including the people, the hospitality, even down to the mosquitoes are friendly at this place here. Now, cruising, one of the best ways to travel. I mean, we're talking about literally having 5 holidays, if that, in one, visiting 5 different locations, islands, whatever it might be, in absolute one location. You only unpack once and you visit so many different locations. So we're talking about a 5-day group cruise, family reunion, booking 20 cabins of, for the Western Caribbean cruise. Cruising is one of the biggest paid commissions in the travel industry, second to Disney. I mean, and you could be booking these cruises for those family reunions and basically getting $2,240 for just doing that one cruise. I mean, this is something that can literally be done in a few hours. I mean, a few hours of work and you're actually getting paid $2,000 for doing that amazing job. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about you having fun earning while you're learning. Educate yourself in travel from a client perspective or on an exclusive IntelliTravel trips. We're going to talk about you becoming an educated travel professional for travel vendors and industry products. You're going to acquire specific certifications at your own pace, where you can actually educate yourself just when you want to, and then you're going to also be able to actually advance yourself for the certification and position yourself as an increase in earnings as you go through the IntelliTravel's education program. As you actually go further, you can actually now educate yourself to become an industry leader and becoming an ambassador in the program. So we also have these IntelliTrips where we basically show you how to be a product of the product. So you can actually learn about these particular destinations from your experience rather than from something that you actually learn. And we actually have this 4 nights Montego Bay, Jamaica trip, literally costing you $99 per person. Now, I'm not too sure if you're able to actually go to Montego Bay, for £99 per person, but, with the fact that you're actually a travel insider, we want you to experience travel in the best possible way. And hence we actually have these amazing trips for you to actually go and sample these amazing locations at a very affordable rates. So Disney, do we have any Disney fans on the actual line tonight? Well, you can actually go to Disney for a 3-night stay at Disneyland and see all the characters and sample all the things that you want. I mean, I've got a big crush on Minnie, but I could be there for literally $399 per person, for that 3-night stay. Now, this is exactly what Samantha now has access to, these amazing insider rates, that no one else can actually get unless you're an insider in the travel industry. Now, cruising. Again, massive fan of cruising. I absolutely love cruising. And just last year, I was actually on this very same ship here, and we actually visited St. Kitts last September. 7-night Royal Caribbean cruise, where you can now be the expert and actually sampling the ship, to basically learn everything that you need to learn to basically now come back to your customers and show them what you've actually learned and actually talk about your experience on the ship, not just from something that you've actually read or video you've watched, but literally from your own personal experience. And this trip here will be $399 for an ocean view cabin or $559 for balcony. Ladies and gentlemen, there's none of us on this line who can actually experience these sort of rates unless you are an insider in the travel industries. These rates are not published for the normal consumer, but only for travel travel professionals. You see, the travel consortiums, they want you to experience these little ships and these experience these ships, you know, so that you can better position yourself as an industry, you know, educated professional, so you can actually go back to your customers and tell them all about this amazing, amazing ships. So we have what's known as our IntelliTravel Trust guarantees, you know, which basically means that, you know, you will have one of the best price guarantees. So if a customer books with you and, you know, finds it cheaper in that same week, you know, somewhere else, we can basically now match, we can actually offer them what's known as a 100% price match, basically, where we can actually now offer them a voucher, which is going to basically be the 110% off the difference of that price, so that they can actually now have a voucher that they can actually go back and book with Samantha at a later stage and now basically be a returning customer. So it's great for you because you'll actually have that returning customer, and you'll also have a customer who's going to be happy because they now got a voucher to which they can actually use on the next trip that they come to book in with you. We've also got a 100% money back guarantee, which basically means that you're able to sample this business for 30 days and give this business a try. And if you're not totally happy with the business in the first 30 days for whatever reason, you can actually still get your money back, full money back without no questions asked. And, you know, that's it. This is not a contract. You're not going to tie into something that's going to, like, you know, tie you up for the next number of years. This is something that you basically didn't choose to stop at any time that you want. We've also got what's known as a unique profit guarantee, which basically means that you could be doing this business for 365 days of the year. You know, for the first year you could be in this business, and if you haven't actually made as much money that you've actually put out in terms of running your business, the company will look at that and just make sure that you've actually played your part. You know, you've actually tried to be a travel professional, you've gone through the courses, you've done some training, you've tried to book some trips or so. Literally, you try to be a travel agent, but for some reason, the money that you've paid out compared to the commission that you've actually got just didn't quite match. You know, the great thing is there's not many people in the industry that offers this, but the company will look at that and say, okay, well, you know, Samantha, I can see you've spent $600 in your business for the last year. We can see that you've tried to do some training, you've attended some webinars, you've done your bit, you know, you've played your part, but you've only made $300 commission. Well, look, you know, we're going to make sure that you are, you know, if anything, broken even or not less in profit, we're going to send you a check for $300. So now Samantha's business is now in profit, if not already broken even, and that's within the first years. There's not many businesses out there that starts that is already broken even within the first year, if not in profit in the first year. This sort of normally takes good 2 to 3 years, if not more, before you're in business, before you're in profit. The great thing in this business, you have the ability to do that from the first year. So to me, when I saw this business, you know, I looked at it and I thought, well, I don't know how I can lose. You know, the first thing that came to mind was literally peace of mind. I mean, so I basically looked at it and I thought, wow, this is definitely the sort of business that I actually want. And I was very excited at this point. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is our travel part of the business, just like covered there. You know, that's one of the first 3 ways of how we actually make money in this business. The next bit I'm going to quickly cover with you is what's known as our marketing compensation plan. Because when I looked at this opportunity, I said, okay, well, you know what? I would happily go out and share this business, because I don't think a lot of people know that this sort of thing actually exists. You know, you can actually book travel for your own business. And I was more than happy to go out there and share this information with all of my friends and actually not get paid for it. You know, I said, yeah, I'm going to tell all my friends, wow, this is amazing. I know people who travel around me all the time. The great thing is I was happy to do that for free. But then PlanNet Marketing says, hey, look, if you're actually happy to do that for free, imagine if we actually showed you how you can actually get paid to do the same thing. And I was like, okay, tell me more. So what we're going to basically just do now is actually show you how you can actually empower yourself and others and capitalize on the power of leverage and residual income. You see, we like to take advice from people who know a thing or two about making money. Just like Mr. Warren Buffett says, never rely on a single source of income. You must invest to create a second source. When you think about it, you think, well, what's he talking about? Well, he's talking about you investing in yourself. So what we're going to talk about now is, how does leverage income actually work? Well, let's say, I'm going to pick on somebody on the line now. Let's say that we have well, let's say Kevin, Kevin is like looking at this opportunity, and he's a business owner. He's actually got his own travel business. He's like now said, okay, I'm going to set myself up to be an industry professional in this business, and I'm going to now have my travel business. So Kevin is a business owner. He goes out there and he shares this opportunity with Miranda. Okay, and Miranda, he says, hey Miranda, listen, I've got my own travel business. I know that you love to travel. If I can actually share with you a better way to actually travel, where now you can actually earn commissions on the travel that you're already taking, would you be open to have a look? Now, the first way that we actually get paid is what's known as our direct sell. So Kevin shares this business with Miranda. Miranda says, absolutely, I love this idea. I want to get started. Kevin will now basically get paid a $50 direct sale on Miranda getting started. Now, Miranda is a very ambitious lady. She also knows a number of different people who love to travel herself, and she's basically a self-motivated individual. She goes out there and she also shares the opportunity, because she realized the full potential of this business. Now, if it wasn't for Kevin, Miranda would never have known about the business, and whoever Miranda introduces the business, she will also get direct sale of $50 as well. But if it wasn't for Kevin, Miranda would never have known about the business. So the great thing is Kevin will now get what's known as a 50% match on all of his personal referrals. Now, I forgot to mention that this part of the business is totally optional. You don't have to do it, but this is like, if you're really serious about making money, this is definitely where the money's at. Now, there's no limit to how many direct sales that Kevin can actually have. So you can actually have like 10, 15, 100 Mirandas in his frontline organization. And he's going to get 50% match on everything that they basically do on all their personal referrals. Now, as Kevin goes through his business and introduces to a number of other individuals, and once he actually gets to the point of having 9 personal referrals to himself, he now gives himself a pay rise, where he now starts getting what's known as, the team bonuses. And that basically means that anyone else that, gets introduced to his organization through Miranda or anyone else in the organization, he will get $10 on everyone that joins his business, whether he knows about them or not. This is what we call in spite of you income. I mean, this is an absolutely amazing opportunity where, you can now get paid for the work that you've done once and continue to actually get paid. So when I first look at this business, I wanted to know what's my first rank. What do I need to do? This business is all about reward and recognition. And one of the first things that you want to do is, how do I get myself to pay rise? How do I give myself a pay rise? Because, I want to know how I can actually earn an income and actually still chase my dreams in this business. So the first thing is you introduce this opportunity to 3 individuals, and those 3 individuals start their own travel business. You're now known as a bronze builder. As you actually introduce it to 6 individuals who now start their own travel business, you're now recognized as a silver builder. And once you actually go gold, literally, you got 9 individuals personal to you, you're now known as a gold builder. And this is where it gets extremely interesting and very lucrative. I mean, you've now basically given yourself a pay rise. So we're talking about from that point onwards, anyone that joins your business, you will actually get paid $10, whether you introduce them or not. You've also got the 10% match on personal ITA travel commissions. Now, if you take your mind back to that cruise I was just talking about, where let's say that Miranda was the cruise booking. I mean, Kevin is now a gold builder. He's got 9 individuals in his organization, and Miranda booked that cruise that Kevin knew nothing about, but she got paid at $2,200 odd for that cruise and on her commission. And the great thing is, because Kevin is a gold builder, he's going to get 10% match on that commission on Miranda's travel. So he knew nothing about that cruise. He wasn't invited, but he doesn't really care too much because he's now got $220 odd for a cruise he knew nothing about. And, he wasn't too upset that he wasn't invited because he's still now getting paid for something that, he basically had nothing to do with. We've also got what's known as a 10% match on personal reps matrix commissions. This is where we're talking about residual income and basically Michael Jackson money. I mean, we're talking about money where you actually get paid for stuff you've done and you just continue to get paid. Cast your mind back to the point of where, your first job maybe, where you actually started a job you left, but for some reason, something went wrong in payroll, and they still got your name on their payrolls. And, you know, every single month for the last number of years, you're still getting paid. Would you sort of like phone them? Would you call them to, hey, you're still paying me? I mean, you know, you'd be like, well, since I've done the work, why shouldn't I continue to get paid? You know, and this is exactly what we're talking about. We're talking about our residual income. I want to welcome you to our 3x9 team matrix, build matrix, where as you actually go through these levels here, you are constantly giving yourself a pay rise. I mean, you know, I'd love to have a job where I'm constantly giving myself a pay rise. With every little bit of work I do, I'm constantly getting myself a pay rise. Now, how do you open up this matrix? Well, introduce this business to the first 2 individuals who actually like, and you're actually going to be helping for them to actually build their business, and you will basically open up matrix. So where at the first 2 levels, you now have a possibility of over 9 individuals, a maximum of 9 people in the organization. You're going to have $4 running through this entire matrix on a monthly basis. So everyone that actually joins your organization and keep their travel business open, they're going to, like, you know, have £4 out of those renewals are going to basically get paid directly to you as a residual income. So we're talking about 9 individuals maximum. That's a maximum of $48 paid to you residually every single month. And as you actually progress through the levels, you know, where you actually now become a bronze builder with a minimum of 3 individuals in their organization in your team, up to 5, you'll now become a bronze builder. And then you go through levels 6, 7, and 8 as a silver builder until you basically open up the full matrix where you've now got 9 individuals. Ladies and gentlemen, we're not talking about double figures here. We're talking about 9 individuals. I mean, surely we must have 9 people in our address books that we care somewhat about, that we just want to help to actually, like, you know, change their lives. I mean, you know, literally 9 individuals personal to you. You now open up the full matrix, and we're talking about a possibility, a maximum of 19,683 people in the organization, turning over a good $118,000 per month. Now, ladies and gentlemen, how many of us on the line knows 19,000 people? None of us, right? But the beauty is we don't have to. We're talking about 9 individuals. We help to find 9 people, and we help those 9 people to find 9 people. And, you know, it's not like rocket science. It's really the case that, you know, we're looking for quality, not quantity. And once we find those quality people who are open-minded and want to really change their lives, we just simply help them to, like, you know, progress through the business and actually help them to actually build sustainable income through this amazing opportunity. So as we actually progress through this program, I want to introduce you to what's known as the envy of the industry, our PlanNet Marketing Director program, where once you've actually built your business to the point of where you got 100 ITAs, independent travel agents in your organization, you're now recognized as a 1-star director, where at that point, other than like all the other ways I've shown how you actually earn an income, you're now going to be getting paid an extra $500 on the first of every month. You know, and from that point, anyone else who joins that business, that $10 that I was telling you about, that Kevin was earning for anyone that joins his business, that changes to $20 per month. We've got like hundreds of 1-star directors in this organization right now. As you actually progress and you actually get 300 ITAs in your organization, now you're going to get paid $1,000 every single month. And anyone that joins your business, you know, will get paid $30 per month. You know, we've got a number of different 2-star directors, 3-star directors in our organization. And this company is very proud. In the first 4 years that it's actually been in business, it now has its first 6-star director, who's now a $1 million earner in this organization with just under with 10,000, if not more, ITAs in their organization. And they're getting paid an extra $16,000 every single month without fail. You know, whether they like it or not, whether they get out of bed or not, they're still getting paid $16,000 every single month. How many of us could actually do an extra few £100, if not $1,000 per month until times get better? I'm sure a lot of us can actually find some way of actually making life seem a little bit better with an extra $500, if not $1,000 per month. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Donald Bradley, who's got a heart of gold, you know, he basically introduced what's known as the Ring and the ROLEX program, where basically, if you know anything about the American sports, like the American football, basketball, NFL, all that sort of stuff there, every time the team wins a championship game on a yearly basis, they get awarded these championship rings to show that, you know, they're the champions within that within that sporting arena. So Mr. Donald Brad, because he loves this sport, he wants to reward his champions in this business. Anyone that actually built a business to the point of helping, like, several hundred families, he wants to recognize them as these champions, in this business. So once you become a 3-star director, you will sport the sapphire ring of earning like, $100,000 per year annually in this business. And that's actually once you get the 4-star director, you'll be now earning $250 per year, and you'll be wearing the ruby ring. And once you become a diamond ring wearer, you'll be earning over $500,000 per year annually, and you also get rewarded the Rolex, just as a thank you from Mr. Donald Bradley. I mean, this is the real deal. This is not off the back of a bus or back of a truck. This is a custom built, Rolex watch which you're presented with. Now, I don't really have the money for a Rolex, and if I did, I'm not too sure if I'd actually go out and buy one. Very expensive, like jewelry. But if someone actually presented that to me as a gift, I wouldn't really hurt their feelings. I definitely would wear that, And once you actually go through and you become a 6-star director, you're now known as a double diamond ring wearer, a millionaire income earner on an annual basis, and you're recognized as a double diamond ring wearer. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our income disclosure for 2019. This basically is a very transparent company. We have nothing to hide. We're dotting all the we're crossing all the T's and dotting all the I's to make sure that everyone knows where the money's been earned in this company. This information is our presentation, and it's also in our website. So if anyone's actually invited you here, it's on the line, and you want to see exactly where the money's been earned, just get in touch with them, and they can actually direct you to this information for you can actually study at your own leisure. So, Mr. Donald Bradley, as I say, has got a harder goal. I mean, one of the things that he actually put in place a few years ago, what's known as a PlanNet Marketing Pledge, basically means that as a PlanNet Marketing Director, once you become a 1-star director and above, you could feel secure in knowing that in the event of your death, the PlanNet Marketing business that you've built will outlast you. That basically means that your family will still receive your PlanNet Marketing weekly commissions, director pay, director bonus, and monthly residual income. To me, when I first heard this, that was it. I was already in, but once I actually heard this, I thought this is exactly what I've been looking for. Because I was scared to death. Being a business owner of my own, I was scared to death. In case anything was to happen to me, who's going to look after my family? Where's the money going to be coming from to actually make sure my family lives happily, after the event of my death? Seeing this, there's not many places out there that offer this, and that was it. That was it. I was already sold. If I've got kids, or if you've got kids on this line, this is the thing that you basically want to work towards, because now you can feel secure that anything else will happen to you, they're going to be financially looked after. And once you're a director, anything happens to you, all the directors in your area and around in the business will gather around and build your business for you. So at least you know that you're going to be leaving a will, not a bill, for your family in case anything will happen to you. So again, really, really amazing gesture from the company to actually put this in place. So we're talking about this being a turnkey business where all the business tool that you need is already there for you. We've got a website for you to track your business, a mobile app to track your business on the go, and a business that basically, you can actually run from anywhere in the world. Once you've got a laptop and a Wi-Fi, you can run your business wherever you want to be. We've got training on demand, live streaming, via web calls, just like this one, and other live events for you to actually help you to train and learn about your business. We've got events, live events, training, and conventions, so you can actually see exactly who's building this business and really hear some amazing training from individuals who's really actually built their business to a great level. So talking about a convention, well, this year coming up in the 2020 in September, we are going to the Gaylord's Palm Hotel in Orlando, Florida. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a 5-star hotel with 1,400 rooms, all booked out by PlanNet Marketing. I was there last year, and I tell you what, I was blown away. I mean, this place has got alligators in the center of the hotel. I'm not in the hotel, but a nice little reserve area, where these alligators are living. I mean, baby alligators, absolutely amazing place. And you know what? I didn't see this whole hotel, so I can't wait to go back to see all those places I didn't even know about or didn't have a chance to actually go and visit. So you could be there with us this year, partner with Samantha, and you can definitely be there. Experience this amazing place in Orlando this coming September. This is like the Grammy of this award, of this event here, where we can actually go and really hear from some award-winning trainers and leaders who basically telling us and teaching us exactly how they got to where they did, from actually following some very simple information. Now, we also have what's known as Planet Escapes, where we, again, Mr. Don Bradley wants you to be a product of the product, and he's basically came up with this word known as edutainment, where we can actually now go away and actually get educated and at the same time get entertained, and we're going to the this El Dorado location, 5-star location again in Mexico, this coming July, to August, and you can also be there with us as well. This is open to everybody, anyone in the actual business. You just got to make the decision. So, ladies and gentlemen, quick recap. I've gone over quite a bit there, and I know it's a lot to take in. But here's a quick recap as we come to a close. We're talking about you basically getting started, you partnering with Samantha and anyone else who actually invited you here tonight, you getting in touch with them and said, okay, I like what I see. You getting started. We're going to show you actually to create a direct sell. Get your first business partner. Then we're going to teach you and teach them how to actually build a business where you can actually now start getting a 50% match. You're going to show you how you can actually get to team bonuses, build a team to the point of where you're now going to get paid on a residual basis, the 10% overrides, open up your matrix. So you can actually now start getting paid on a monthly basis, not just weekly, but monthly for the business that you're actually building. And we're going to work towards a point of you becoming a director where you can actually now start getting the full 6 levels of income coming into your household, as you become a director in this business. So I know some of you are saying, well, okay, that sounds really great, but how do I get started? Well, I'm not going to shy away from this. This business is an affordable $199.90 for you to actually get started. Not just in one business, but in 2 businesses. We're talking about you basically getting started for $19.95 to actually be a Planet rep, and then basically having your IntelliTravel business for $179.95. So that's both of those 2 prices combined to be $199, one-off payment. Most travel business will cost you quite a few number of thousands of dollars to actually open up a travel agency business. Right now, this business is more than affordable because Mr. Donald Bradley, as he said, you want to make this business, affordable for the average person, but give the average person above income from this business. So we're talking about you having a travel business where you can now earn commissions on all your sales, have VIP travel benefits, and also have the ability to own phone hotels and get travel agency rates from having this business. And with the PlanNet Marketing, you now have the ability to get paid weekly and monthly residually in your organization. And 30 days after getting started, there's a running cost for your business, just like any other professional business out there. And we're talking about $59 to keep your business running on a monthly basis. I mean, absolutely incredible. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is a time where you need to make a decision. You could be either one of these individuals. You could be a number 3, where, you look at this business and said, okay, you know what, this sounds great, but it's just not for me. Thank you very much. Well, I tell you, if you was invited here by one of our agents tonight, you now know what they're doing. You now know that they've got an amazing travel business where they have to get some great deals and great prices for you. Hey, if you're actually looking to go away anytime soon, get in touch, let them help you to sort that next holiday out. And we know that this business is not going to be for everybody, but that's okay. Or you could be a number 2. I was kind of like between a number 2 and number 1. I had questions. Of course you did, because I didn't know everything, So, again, get back to the person who invited you here tonight and get your questions answered. We welcome questions. And, I might just open the line up just as I finish here, just in case anyone does have any questions. Or if you're a number 1, again, get back to the person who invited you here tonight and get them to say, okay, I'm a number 1, I'm getting ready to go. It literally takes about 5 minutes to get you started, get you enrolled, get you registered, and you could be a brand new business owner with a new income stream coming into your household from this time next week once you actually get started. And this is what we're talking about. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, as we say, you know, start your journey of success, because the journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. And to me, yeah, it begins with one step. It also begins with a decision, because once you've made that decision to make that step, that's it. You know, you've already started that journey. So, you know, get back to the person and let them know, because right now we've got a shift in the industry. You know, just like years ago, there's a few things that's actually changing lives, and the technology is changing, the industry is changing. You know, where blockbusters were no longer here. Netflix saw an idea and said, basically, this is how we're going to do things. You know, Uber saw an idea and said, this is how we're going to do things. It's really changing the world. The travel industry right now is changing through the power of IntelliTravel and PlanNet Marketing. And we want you to be, you know, partnered with us, so you can actually really experience this amazing change that's actually happening right now. So by all means, you know, if you have any questions at all, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to open the lines up for a few questions. If there's any questions at all, feel free to answer your questions. If you've got any noise in the background, please mute your lines out so we can actually hear the questions as anyone comes and answers their questions. So any questions at all, ladies and gentlemen, please fire away. If you don't want to like talk, you can feel free to actually just write in the comment box. No questions, ladies and gentlemen? Okay, great. Well, listen, I mean, if you do have any questions you'd like, we'd love to follow up with you after this amazing webinar. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just follow up with all the guests on the line. I'm going to follow up with all the guests on the line so that, you know, we can actually get any question answered personally. And then, yeah, hopefully, like, we'll look forward to actually welcome you to PlanNet Marketing, the best place on the planet. Thank you very much for your time, ladies and gentlemen, and have a great weekend and have a great evening. Good night.